in Strasbourg. What was the, well, anyway, he was a quick, and he was a brother of Max, and they were both good pitchers. And I remember the day when we played at Strasbourg. They finally beat us 2-1 or something like that. It was the darndest
one of the
game
quicks is still alive over around Strasbourg. I think I got word about
that was after.
He would have been a good one to talk to.
Now I'm so old, I got to go back a way because I forgot the most important thing I ever did. I played baseball for the Legion. And I was a farmer, and I was probably the only farmer that had time to, because I had two brothers that didn't work at home, and they saw that I got to the game. And I played in 1938 with the Legion team, Central City Legion team, and we went to the state. Well, we just got the socks beat off of Howells. A little town of Howells just beat the socks off us.
What year?
That was the end of my
what year was that?
Baseball before I went to service. 1938,
you said? What year was that?
Pardon?
What year was that?
1938.
38.
Yeah.
Well,
then in 39, see, there was a different. In 39, I don't know what happened, whether I didn't. Maybe I didn't get the chance going in because I know at that particular time in 39, I hauled bundles for 3 months or 2 months at a time. I don't think my folks will let me play golf 2 years in a row. I don't know that. I didn't play ball in 39. So it was kind of a sad case around home because I wasn't too happy. And when I got a chance to join the Marine Corps in 1939, and shortly after I got out of school, I got in the Marine Corps and I got to San Diego, and that's where I wanted to be, is California. That's kind of my story.
Well, Walt, I think...
Little did I know I was going to have to spend 6 years in the Marine Corps.
Your son...
It was really an experience.
Your son came in today to talk to me at the library, and he brought me this picture, which is of, I'm going to stick it up here, of the St. Paul baseball team in 1946. And if you look closely at it, they're all wearing, some are wearing St. Paul, some are wearing Farwell, some are wearing something from Colorado Aggies or something or other, that right after the war, they couldn't afford necessarily fancy uniforms, so they just scrounged up anything they had to play in.
And it was hard to get uniforms right away, and everybody had a uniform, so we put them on. That was a...
No, that's right. I can't remember having a uniform.
No, it
was right after war, and I can't remember having a uniform. I had a uniform in the Marine Corps, though.
Oh, you got...
So you got money in the Marine Corps. Let's see what...
And I have to have them tell me, because I got Alzheimer's and I can't remember a lot of stuff.
There I am in the Marine Corps there.
Now, he told me that during World War II, you, one of your assignments was in Colorado Springs, and you actually played on a softball team that went around and played and tried to recruit guys to go into the Army?
Yeah.
Or the Air Force?
I was on, yeah. I signed up, I went with 4 guys from here to go be officers. And we all passed for 2 days. We took tests for 2 days. And right at the end of the second day, they said, 1 more test. And they said, colorblind. I was colorblind. And they said, we don't want you.
So then you waited for the draft out here.
I waited for the draft, and then they drafted me in the Air Corps. And then I started. First thing I did was they put me in taking charge of the baseball team, or the service work baseball team, and I did that for.
Wasn't that fun though? Huh?
That was fun. I had a ball, and then two times I had a chance to go overseas, so I volunteered. Nope. We need you right here on the base to keep this baseball going. So third time, I says, no way, I've had enough. War's gone over and I'm so,
Was it baseball or softball?
baseball most of the
Baseball.
time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was baseball.
But that was, Raj kind of talked like maybe they did that to sort of recruit guys too, to think maybe
Now,
that was fun.
later on in Central City, there was a lot of teams formed on softball league. And I was having back trouble, so I joined them rather than try to play with the Colonels anymore.
See, I was in Central City 4 years because I was at the college. I was a part of the college. And I played with Merlin Black and Willard Black and that bunch.
In college?
No, here.
Here.
At
Nebraska Central team.
yeah, Nebraska Central.
They had good teams.
Now,
Oh, hey.
now here's somebody that can tell you, and remember more than I remember. I don't know if you all know him, but this is my son.
I don't know these people here. I don't know them.
Tell us
Your school teachers, I suppose.
questions.
She was the art teacher when I was. We were in the same building for about 100 years or something like that.
Something like that.
Explain a little bit more while you were talking about the Nebraska Central team, exactly what that was, or was that Central City mainly? Nebraska Central team, you called it, didn't you?
Oh,
And at the college.
Yeah.
This was ahead of my time, but you had a pretty good ball team out there for
oh, yeah.
2 or 3 years.
Oh, out at Nebraska, what's now Nebraska Christian.
Central.
Yeah.
When you tell me you joined the service in '38, and I said you went to college in '38.
That's when I graduated, yeah. Yeah.
That's the year you started college, right? 38 or 39? When'd you graduate, 38 or 39? 38, right?
38, yeah.
So he went to college in 30, and that's when I went to service.
Is that right? Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the dates, but it was.
Now, there wasn't too much to do with
When
39.
I came back from the service in about 55, 56,
right.
there weren't any ball being played in Central City. And we have decided
When did Bernie and Jack get involved?
in the baseball, they had a junior legion team that was very good.
Yeah, right.
They won the state 2 years maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway, on the softball, a bunch of us had a meeting one night. Deborah Buckmeyer and I and a few more. And we decided we'd put together some softball equipment and play softball. And golly, all of a sudden the softball team didn't work.
I'll be done. Yeah.
But we had a Van Pelt team. Softball, there were about enough of us and
I heard
cousins.
that team was pretty good too.
Oh,
And Gene Land was our pitcher. We had a ball, it was just a world of fun.
And the thing that keeps coming back with all these interviews is that was a family thing.
Yeah.
That brothers played and, families, it was a unity kind of thing.
Well, let's see, to begin with, we had a league called Fairview League. When we first played, we called our league Fairview, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we played at the station, Gaggle Station, behind Gaggle Station. And of course, Gaggle Station, Fritz Holdor built another station across the road, and then he put a diamond across the highway there, where the pit's at. You remember that?
You remember Phil McCark?
Yeah, Phil. Oh, yeah, very well.
No, he
He went to
pitched.
school with me.
He pitched for years.
Yes, sir, he did. He was, how much did he weigh? He was
300 pounds.
300 or 350?
He could hardly throw it, but he had enough jiggles and jaggles on it that, know, and he loved the game, and so I'm sure he was so sore the next day that it wasn't worth it hardly, but he still did it.
He could throw a pretty fast ball.
Oh,
See, I went to school with Phil, and his granddad, Mr. Beach, was father of a teacher by the name of Beach. And, well, anyway, Phil, then Mr. Beach got too old to catch for him for Frank, his father caught for him, and he was the best ball player we had. He could throw a ball with that. And he's the only guy that ever gave me a black eye.
but earlier than us, you know, they had some really good baseball players around, and the old boy from St. Paul that
Oh yeah, he's
that played in the big leagues,
what's that?
you know,
Alexander.
Alexander.
Yeah. Did he play with you at all?
Yeah. He went to the big leagues.
I know, but I heard from several people that after he retired from the big league, national, whatever, big league,
Yeah.
he came back and moved to St. Paul, and he would go, if a team called and said, we need a pitcher for Sunday, he'd go play with them.
Yeah.
Any team that wanted him to go play. So I wondered if you ever played. Did you play with him?
No.
Well, in our earlier days, our old banker at Archer was Foshin Hansen, and he was, Dad always said, now I never once saw Foshin play, but he was invited up to the big leagues, but he decided that it was those days that didn't pay enough and or working on the way to being there, you know.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. We got to a place where we needed to win more, and we wasn't winning. So then we started going around and hiring special pitchers.
Yeah, hiring pitchers every time they.
That's what broke up our league. I mean, that was kind of the end of it before.
So now, did you call that pitcher then a semi-pro if they got paid? Somebody was telling
They
me.
get paid a little, but
The only people that got paid was the pitcher and the catcher.
Yeah.
And
$5 or $10.
So everybody wanted, you know, they all said, well, we ain't gonna go out there in that kind of weather and play with those guys getting money. So it was kind of funny. I guess maybe that's the reason I quit playing.
When Dad was at Loop City, quite often they had a pitcher out of Grand Island, so they'd come in and throw.
Right.
When Dad was at Loop City, quite often they had a pitcher coming in from Grand Island and pitching for him.
Well, there was an old fella from Bolus.
We had a couple of them come from Walbeck.
And
Yeah,
they
one
were
was a
really
left-hander. I remember him.
quick.
I can't remember his name though.
James from Bolus had the ball playing crew.
Lotus always had a good ball club. They had one of the best.
And every time somebody was in a big game, they'd hire him to come down and pitch.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when the Major League Baseball catcher Mickey played here, and I think Quake and this pitcher from Bolus, who's for Central City, that, you know, and what was that baseball, Mickey what, that got put on probation for playing in Mexico or something?
Oh, Mickey, no. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, he was a catcher for the Cardinals.
That Mac Quick didn't get paid for playing with Songbird too, but we didn't ever pay the other boy. He wasn't quite as good as Max.
Gosh, we'd have so many people come out, you know, all down the baseline with people jammed, and of course the bleachers were full.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We had a couple good teams. See,
You
I
have
played.
another question?
Yeah, well, we got off track of what you were trying to do.
We got off base, didn't we?
You know, they had a little team, Central City had a little team,